We made it to states number 40, Wyoming, and number 41, Idaho. Yeah, 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 yeah! We made it to Wyoming! Woo! Taggart Lake Loop and the Grand Teton National Park. Our first full day here. What's up, Graham?
Scott.
And 3.8 miles. Amazing views.
And if we see a bear, I think I'm just gonna run and maybe hide. Daddy said he's gonna, if it's a, I think black bear, he's gonna fight back, kind of. And if it's a grizzly bear, he's just gonna roll on the ground and play dead.
Our hike at Taggart Lake was really nice. Beautiful views all around. And then the reflection of the mountains in the lake was so pretty too. Boys enjoyed taking selfies around the lake. Mr. Selfie King right here. Matt and the boys looked like tiny little ants walking along the trail compared to how giant these mountains were. It was amazing.
I saw 13 chipmunks and 2 groundhogs. There were a lot of chipmunks.
Really pretty hike. Totally worth getting up at 6 o'clock this morning, even though Nolan really didn't want to.
Good idea.
It was horrible getting him out of bed, but it worked out for everybody. And he ended up really enjoying it, even though he may or may not admit that.
She's lying.
The Tetons were incredible. I love the tall, sharp peaks of the Rocky Mountains and the Tetons and the valleys with all the wildlife. The hike to Cascade Canyon was so pretty. It was everybody's favorite. We took the boat across Jenny Lake and went to Hidden Falls and then Inspiration Point, and then we hiked down into the canyon.
And we hiked like 4 or 5 miles, and it was just really pretty awesome.
It was a really long hike, but it was still worth it. The water was like crystal clear, but it was so cold.
Cascade Canyon. Yep.
We saw a really big moose, and it was really cool to see.
We made it to Yellowstone.
We went to a geyser place. A geyser is where there's like
West Geyser area, and those were really pretty too because they had the lake in the background. They're so pretty. They were so aqua and clear and beautiful. They looked like they would be refreshing, but they were these like hot pools of boiling water. We went to see all of the geysers. We are staying walkable distance to Old Faithful, so that was our first stop. And honestly, it was kind of a disappointment. It didn't go very high. It didn't last very long. Drove to Grand Prismatic, which we got to see at sunset. It was incredible. It was so cool to see all of the colors and the fog lifting and the extra colors of the sky, and those colors coming through the fog made it even prettier than I imagine it normally is. The lower basin, and got to see those geysers at sunset too. One that was erupting that was kind of cool to watch. We almost had the whole place to ourselves. We liked the geyser area, but honestly, like once you saw a couple, then we were kind of geysered out. Oh my gosh, that was so pretty. It's very rare that we travel and come across rude people. Most people are just so nice and friendly and welcoming, but there's so many rude people just pushing their way around, people just trying to get the best photos, and all these wannabe photographers being bullies.
I saw a Yellowstone, and I thought they was gonna be named Yellowstone because there would be a lot of Yellowstones, but I only saw 2.
We drove from one side of Yellowstone to the other. And a couple bison and 3 moose, a bunch of guinea pigs, like wild guinea pigs. We saw a zebra yesterday, a bunch of panda bears.
With bison, when you're really up close, they look huge. Big. Huge. Very big.
His name was Jeffrey, with a G, and he hung out around the hotels, just by himself.
My least favorite was the teenage attitudes when they had to get up early in the morning. That was very difficult.
I want to change mine.
It was a horrible way to start the day on the couple of days that we had to get up early.
My favorite part of the trip was the food, and my least favorite part of the trip was waking up early.
Got up super early to take a drive to Lamar Valley. Our goal was to hopefully see some grizzlies or wolves. Matt really wanted to see that. But instead we saw thousands and thousands and thousands of bison.
The most surprising thing of this trip was how many bison there were.
It's just so peaceful seeing them walk around in this beautiful valley, beautiful lush valleys surrounded by mountains, and it was just like these thousands of bison just chilling, walking around, eating with their families, making their lion noises.
In Yellowstone, we went on a lot of more hikes.
Hey!
What's up? Hanging out here with bison, coyotes, and
Where are we?
Yellowstone.
Where?
That one part.
Wait, is it Wyoming or Mountain?
Lamar Valley.
I thought I had a double.
Wow, that's crazy cool. Beautiful short walk around Beaver Pond Trail. We saw a really big cutthroat trout, which was neat, and Chase was challenging his brothers to do all sorts of ridiculous things, but it was beautiful.
A pond, and it had a lot of trout in it.
The wildflowers here are so pretty. They're everywhere on the mountainsides, all around the trails, all around the pond.
My favorite part of the trip was seeing the bison.
There were so many. It was so cool. So many bison that we almost got bored of them, which was very surprising.
We're stuck in a bison jam. I could go for a bison burger right now.
Smell that geyser.
That was Yellowstone.
We made it to Idaho.
Woo! We stopped and hiked at Mesa Falls. I was really surprised at the diversity of the land in Idaho. We were in the forest, and then all of a sudden, like there was a line drawn and we were on farmland. And then all of a sudden, we were on rocky flatland, and then we were surrounded by mountains, and then we were in the mountains, like within just a couple of hours. So I was very surprised at how quickly the landscape changed and how vastly it changed. Logan, Utah was a really cool overnight stop, and this older gentleman ended up pulling me into a dance and teaching me how to country swing. We got the best ice cream at this place called Crispy Palms. He drove to Antelope Island State Park, where the Great Salt Lakes surrounded. It's the biggest lake west of the Mississippi, and it's one of the saltiest lakes in the world.
Super salty. Really hurts when it gets in your eyes. It was very shallow. There were a ton of bugs. Birds can't live here, but you're all dead birds.
Just horrible.
Really cool because you get in the lake and you float. It's so salty that your body just floats.
Least favorite part of the trip was the Great Salt Lake. There were dead animals everywhere, and I had to watch my entire family swim in a cesspool. Totally freaked me out. I'm pretty sure they're diseased now.
And now we have officially made it to 41 states. Woo!